here I am at Key West. I've got about 6 hours to sleep in my $120 hostel bunk, and then I'm going to get moving in the morning. Yeehaw! Okay, that may not have been the most restful night I've ever had, but it's now morning, it's the 29th, time to hike. So unlike any of the monuments along the PCT, there is actually a line for this one. A little bit different world. Nine o'clock, made it back to the airport. So before I settled on staying in the hostel, one of the options I looked at, which was more affordable than hotels, was staying on a boat. If you actually come out of the airport, you paddle over to one of these, and you sleep on the boat, which fair enough, but problem is you can only check in until about 7 p.m. and I didn't land until 10:30. I guess they don't want you wandering around in the dark, you know, wandering out of the harbor or trying to board the wrong boat, pirate style. Especially if you look like me these days. Okay, so much for Key West. Now let's see how this Roadwlk goes. Okay, so here I am coming from an undisclosed location near the KOA, trying to stealth through the night. So the answer to where you camp in the Keys is basically anywhere you can manage. I don't really like stealthing. My preference would be to have actual developed campsites in the wilderness somewhere, but that's just kind of the reality of the Keys, so here we are. So you can just make out the road over there. I basically crawled back here, found a patch of dirt, set up the tent, and spent, 15 minutes nervous that somebody was going to come and find me, and then I passed out and basically slept without even eating dinner. I was really tired. My night in the hostel, I think I only got maybe 3 hours of sleep if I was lucky. People kept showing up middle of the night. It also rained on me sometime last night, which is another reason why it took me a little longer to find some place. I'd originally thought, oh, well, I'll just throw out my Tyvek, lay out, and sleep. There were both mosquitoes and forecast for rain, and sure enough, it rained pretty well right around 10 midnight or so. Also woke up with a splitting headache this morning, which really sucked. But took some aspirin, that seems to be better. I'm just getting dressed, get on the road, gonna try and find some breakfast tonight. Jen actually was able to get me a campground stay, so I have some place to stay. Only gonna do about 13 miles. Take it easy today. Woohoo! So much for my break in traffic noise. Well, so much for breakfast. And that there would be an example of a place that would be perfect, except you're very visible from the ridge and probably the road too. So why am I out here? Especially since it's only been, 3 months and a day since I got off the PCT? The answer is basically I'm just chasing those singular experiences that, you always remember and that just kind of keep you in the moment. Sitting around at home, it was great getting to see friends and dive and things like that, but I just don't do well sitting still. So hey, on the plus side, I've got 9 months of hiking ahead of me, potentially. Ramrod. Finally found a place to eat. Had a cool conversation with some locals who were all fishermen, and some of them were collecting aquarium fish. I was just happy to have a place to sit down, get some actual food, and I am really not drinking enough water for the heat out here. At the moment, my piss is looking kind of scary, so gonna try and do a better job with that. And again with the rain. You know, I was kind of worried about New Year's traffic, especially with some of the big bridge crossings. But quite frankly, when the traffic's really bad like this, it's nicer because they're all going slower and it's not nearly as loud. Because most of the time it's like that. Home sweet home for the night. And tomorrow I get to look forward to 7 Mile Bridge. Woohoo!